Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited to jump in today's crafting video because I'm going to be showing you guys something that I have been dying to do for so long, and I finally did it. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this gorgeous glittered resin table. So if you want to see the process behind how I made this beautiful table, keep watching. Okay guys, so for this craft you're going to need quite a few things. You'll need a table. I am using a folding table, but you can obviously use whatever you want. I am just using this for like product photos. If I ever get back into craft fairs and stuff, I'll use it there. But I'm just using a folding table because this is just going right back in my craft room. Then you're going to need whatever glitters you prefer. I am using several different shades of like aquamarine, turquoise, pink, coral, gold. Then you'll obviously need whatever paint you're going to be using. Today I'm going to be using some black, some golds, some hot pink, teal, turquoise, those types of shades. You also need some sponge brushes or paint brushes to paint your table with. And then the resin that we're going to be using today is this artist resin from Counterculture DIY. This is great resin. I definitely recommend trying this out. And then obviously when working with resin, you're going to need some cups and popsicle sticks or something else to stir up your epoxy resin with. And then you'll also need your gloves and your full face respirator mask. All right guys, so let's get started. Okay, so since this table is already prepped in white, I'm just going to go ahead and start painting it. So as you can see here, I'm painting turquoise onto the table right now. And then I will layer that with the aquamarine and the darker teal, the gold, and then the hot pink will be added in. So after I am done painting the table, I'm going to let the paint dry, and then I'm going to mix up perfectly equal parts of my part A and part B and mix it thoroughly together. Okay, so now that I have all my epoxy mixed up, I'm going to divvy it up into these little paper cups with the according glitter color. So I'm about to start mixing up the aquamarine glitter with the resin, and then my camera cuts off because it dies, so you guys don't get to see me apply the purple pinkish glitter to the table. And then I just leave it for 24 hours, and then I will come back the next day and add some more glitter to it. So it is the next day here. It has been over 24 hours. So here I am mixing up my resin, and I'm going to combine it with the glitter, and I'm using 2 different mica pigment powders today and chunky glitter to go over the top of what we did yesterday. So same as before, once I'm done with this, I'm going to leave it setting for another 24 hours, and then we're going to come back and add another layer of resin over top of this to cover up any sharp edges, any glitter that's poking up, so it'll be nice and smooth. Okay, so it is the next day, so I've mixed up 2 perfectly equal parts of resin once again, and we are just going to coat the table thoroughly. Then I'm going to take some white alcohol ink and pour it into some resin and mix it up. And then I'm just going to kind of smear this white alcohol ink all over the table just to give it some more dimension, kind of give it like a watercolor effect. You guys will see in just a second. And then here I poured just some white alcohol ink into the cup with nothing else, and I'm just dipping a popsicle stick into the alcohol ink, and I'm just kind of smearing it around to just add a little more dimension on top of the white that we just put on the table. So as soon as I'm finished with this, we're going to leave this for another 24 hours, and once that is completely cured, we'll come back and try to finish up this table. Okay guys, so I finished sanding any little bumps that were sticking up, and then I just wiped down all the extra dust that was on the table. Now I'm going to take some plain black paint, and I'm going to be painting some leopard spots on all of the gold parts of the table. And then once those spots are dry, then we're going to add our final layer of resin to this table and let it cure for another 24 hours, and then we will be completely done. I'm not sure why, but every time I see a hyperlapse of me painting leopard spots, I just think it's so satisfying. Okay, so we finished painting on our leopard spots, and I let that paint completely dry. So now I am ready to mix up some resin, and we are putting on the final coat of resin on our table. Okay, so just like I said, this is the final layer of resin. So just as before, we're going to let it set for another 24 hours, and I will be back to show you guys the final result. Okay, so our table is completely cured now. It is ready to go. So I am curious to see how heavy this table is going to be now that there's all this glitter and resin, because I have to carry this up 2 flights of stairs to my craft room. So I will probably be out of breath the next time you see me, but I'm going to show you guys what it will look like in just a second. I always do this. I always bring a new piece of furniture in a room without actually thinking it through. I'll figure it out. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Alright guys, so I figured it out. I just put my Cricut on top of this table, which is awesome because then I just have this extra room right here to like weed out my vinyl or to work on projects or whatever, so that's nice. And that little Cricut station shelf that I had the Cricut on, and it has all my vinyl in it, it fits under this table perfectly. So that's awesome. So it just looks like it's kind of like one whole piece now. But I am in love with this table. I think my bedazzled Cricut looks even better on this gorgeous table. It goes perfectly together. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating this. I am in love with this table. I can't say it enough. As always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop a comment down below. If you like this video, let me know by giving me a big thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any other crafting tutorials.